高画像スタジオシマリスさんチーム夢うつつりマスター
Sorry. Okay, we'll get to see all the logos and stuff.
シマリスさんチーム夢うつつりマスター
Okay. So, I finally had my first inspection, but because pest control came in here a couple days ago, and I was in the process of cleaning up at that point, and not very far along in it, now I'm being threatened with an eviction, or at least like not having my lease renewed, so now I have another inspection to worry about. Although, like, I passed the first one, so I'm hoping the next one will go just as well. I still have a little bit more cleaning to try and do, maybe. But I also have a fanfic to write, and I have a bunch of anime to catch up
高画
on.
像スタジオシマリスさんチーム夢うつつりマスター
So I'm going to try to, like, balance myself between... No one knows about this place. The place between worlds. The faraway, fluttering place of promise. Oh, but there's a... And since I haven't played a Switch game in a while, my controller's still charging. Probably needs a dusting, too, to be honest. So I have to use the Switch controllers. Hopefully I won't need the straps for them. Because I'm not quite sure where the straps are. I dream of a dark forest. Walking through a dark, lonely forest. Holding something. Dragging my heavy feet. I had another... There's so much to talk about. Like it's been a week. It's been quite a week. Need to test the microphone here. Okay, lip syncing working? Is lip syncing working? No, the lip syncing isn't working. Why isn't the lip syncing working? Is lip syncing working now? Okay. That's why I have a hotkey for the lip syncing. Because sometimes I brush the button or something and I don't know. Or sometimes something happens and it randomly decides to turn off lip syncing. So anyway, I was working on cleaning my apartment. I had to take out garbage, because that's what you do. And I did this a couple times. Like, I just go around the apartment building, you know, out one door to the garbage, to the dumpster, throw the trash away, go down the up a ramp into the other door, which has longer stairs. And one of those times I did that, I ended up twisting my ankle and spraining my ankle. Fairly bad. Like, there are bruises, like, all around, and I think some of the bruises were from actually wearing a support brace, which I not sure I'd recommend this particular support brace. I might not have been wearing it correctly. So, or I don't know, but it dug into my heel, bruised my back of my heel. It bruised the bottom of some of my toes. I'm not quite sure how all the bruising works, but it kind of feels like it made some certain aspects of my injury worse. So I'm not going to name the brand because I don't know what it is off the top of my head. It was cheap. It was a lightning deal, so I can't complain. I can still complain. I paid for it and it hurt me. It may have like actually caused less. I wonder if I was reminded by the dragging my heavy feet. Like, speaking of feet, I twisted my ankle. Because after 30-some years of walking, I still forget sometimes how to properly walk and navigate stairs. Grant, I was kind of... I'm not sure if I could call it jogging. Like, you know, it's just kind of... You know, the way you do. You sometimes... anyway, we're going somewhere. Going somewhere. Where? Well, it's auto-playing. We went to the beach for our school trip. It was a senior year of high school, right at the start of summer in July. As per school tradition, we decided the destination by poll. In the fall of junior year. Now, that doesn't mean you can go wherever you want. It's basically a choice between the mountains and the beach. Our initiative as students? It probably didn't hold that much weight. According to rumors, though, the mountains had never won once in the school's entire history. Can we actually hear that? I might actually turn up the volume a little bit for the... I'm hoping there's a fair amount of voice acting here. I'm gonna put it at the default volume. Also, I ended up making it, like, I don't normally. Dang it, this shirt that I'm wearing right now is not very good for the like, it's a very light shirt, which is, like, comfortable, but it sags a lot. Especially when it wasn't designed to, Oh, come on! Is there a history function here? That's a quick save. Quick load. Okay. Oh, okay. I might have to restart the damn game. Cause I just... Oh, there we go. Here's the log, okay. Walking through a dark forest. No offense to the mountains, but to a bunch of teenagers. Summer hiking trip just isn't going to be as much fun as going to the beach. The beach won by an overwhelming majority. If really to say, I like the mountains a lot more. It's not like I have much to show off. Proportions-wise, I mean. So back to the beach. Everyone brings the beach to a resounding victory as the site of our trip. What kind of beach do you imagine? Hawaii? Apparently, some schools take their trips all the way out there, but me? I think it's just a tall tale from the city. Okinawa? That's pretty impressive by its own, but of course not, because our beach, our destination was the next prefecture over. Just over the border. A tiny beach in a neighboring prefecture. We stayed at the lady's house, public lodging facility. It was enough for a school as small and with as few students as ours. So means we had plenty of it, regardless of whether we wanted to or not. We had to swim quite a distance, and it was mandatory. I think I'm talking about the costume, and I mean, this is about as accurate as you're going to get to I haven't even played skating before, which is, you know, kind of you know, unique for me to like try and put together a. I guess it speaks to like, how much I enjoy the process of texturing stuff for Vroid. Like the outfits available in Vroid Studio are pretty comprehensive. So it's mostly like texture editing. So like I got rid of some of the frills on the blouse. Just keeping the top part because that's kind of what she has going in the official character art. Then I like recolored it. And since like the frills on top are a little different shade, I had to like separate that out into another layer. The skirt, I just found I found a good like image of a flower pattern, and then just like colored it and copy pasted and tried to match the general pattern of the skirt. You can't really see that here as much by the title card, of course, on the begin and resume screen. I actually detailed it right down to the socks and shoes, which you don't even see. So I had to, I said, okay, I'm just going to put that in the standby screen so you can see the full extent of my work. But yeah, I have no idea whether or not how much I'm going to actually enjoy this game. But I just thought, heck of it. I didn't do a stream this time. Like, one, I don't really have any patrons yet to do the stream for. So, like, for one thing. And for another thing, with my particular setup, I think it causes, like, streaming, even if I have, like, no other tabs open, or nothing else open except for OBS, Photoshop, and Vroid Studio, it tends to it tends to slow everything down. So like I've done a couple streams. They're public streams, but then I made them private later. And it's very slow going because Photoshop just slows down incredibly when I'm running OBS. So I don't know what to do about that other than like buy like a mini P, like like there's something I've been thinking of doing is just buying an inexpensive PC and at some point in the future. Just buying an expensive PC just to be the streaming PC. It would have to. I don't know. I have to look at what specs. If actually, I don't know if VC Face has specs, recommended specs. I imagine it would be not too intense. I don't know. Like, I really had to look and see, like that's probably the most intensive thing I'd be doing on here. Of course, also just specs for streaming in general. In case, like, the encoders and stuff need a certain degree of processing power or RAM or what have you. I probably need to do a fair amount of research for that. But anyway, neither here nor there. And, like, the main reason I didn't want that would be just for, well, to some extent for streaming PC games, but also, like, for streaming that sort of stuff. I mean, heck, right now I have so many PC games on Steam that I kind of need, yeah. The student complaints didn't stop. And of course, we wore completely bland school swimsuits. Now, I don't have a scrap of confidence, so I say it lucked out. Still, the students' complaints didn't stop. At that point, honestly, it felt like it stopped being a trip and more like a seaside classes. I'll say it again. Seaside classes. Note, I'm awful at PE. I think it's actually voice acted. I think only the narration isn't voice acted. I dream of a dark forest again, dragging my heavy feet, my twisted ankle. Which is why on that school trip, in the nooks and crannies of the lady's house, I at least wanted to go to Taito. You'd hear that little bit like cries out of a nightmare. Every year like a tradition. Taito, the capital of the country, the city of flowers. Taito? Like, is this supposed to be in Japan? Or is this some other alternate universe? You live out in the country. If you have a car, well, you can just barely make it out for a day trip. Of course, you wouldn't have a car in high school. Or the money to spend on the express train either. Having a part-time job was against the rules. Though I think some girls secretly did them anyway. And really, to be perfectly frank, I mean this, I didn't really want to go to Taito. I was satisfied with my days at home in my small town. I mean, Taito's kind of... Still, even satisfied old me. You know, we're out in the sticks and you have your scroll trip, well, that's a valuable chance for a penniless student to visit Taito. Okay, just checking them. Actually, these are pretty good for Switch controllers. Cause I could kind of. That didn't happen. It didn't. So, in other words, what I'm basically trying to say is, I head off somewhere. That reminds me more of my kitchen timer than anything. It's literally the sound of my kitchen timer. I slowly open my eyes to the sound of my alarm.
またあの夢見た。
I can't remember when I started having this dream. It always plays out the same way. I'm walking through the forest, the rainbow far off in the distance. I'm going somewhere inside. I've had this dream so many times I'm used to it by now. Or more frankly, I'm tired of seeing it. I look around my room, my mind's still foggy. I drag my head up to look at the ceiling. I don't immediately take notice of it, but it gradually dawns on me.
そっか。
I whisper.
これがデートで迎える初めての朝なんだ。
Right, Captain Otori. 21 years old, had never been to Tata. Is that strange? I had the feeling it isn't. That's strange, I mean. It is the first time I've been to Tato. I arrived yesterday afternoon. I moved into this room in the company dorm, my luggage arrived from home shortly after, and there's only one thing to do with a bunch of moving boxes. Unpack and clean up. Alright, that's two things. I didn't finish before midnight. I gave up and went to sleep. And now, here we are.
そういえば挨拶行けなかったな。
Today's my exciting first day on the job. Hooray and all that. Yatta! I should at least pop by my new workplace to greet everyone. Had good intentions, but I didn't end up going. Have I already failed at this being an adult thing?
でも昨日はバタバタしてたし、
And besides, really, I was just a little...
ちょっと怖かったのかな。
Not of Tato, not of my new company either. Alright, maybe a little, but that's not what I was scared of in particular. There's a reason I came to Tato.
準備しなきゃ。
Pick myself up and get going. It's my first time living on my own. Well, I'm not sure if you could call living in a company dorm living on your own, but that aside.
ご飯、まずはご飯。
I had something simple, get myself ready, and check myself in the mirror.
大丈夫かな。
I'm worried. To be honest, I don't think I could do this. I mean, I never worked before, as embarrassing as that is. Ever since graduating high school, I've just been helping out around the house. Well, had been.
時間行こう。大丈夫大丈夫。
I step out into the sun, cradling worry and excitement in equal measure.
3月春デートで迎える春。私大鳥愛21歳無職だったのは、私は今日から
Sorry.
素敵なゲーム会社で働く立派な
Hey, I did it again! Let's see, where the heck? Oh yes, one of the buttons. There we go.
素敵なゲーム会社で働く立派な社員さんなんです。
Okay. You've got mail! And we're claiming for copyright.
した季節イベネタでフォース重ねた小指たちが今も夢に優しくつないでる All your face, all your cheeks, all your lips I want to touch wherever you are 一線の朝と夜を数えて Share heart Everlasting memories あなたがときめきの始まり愛に触れたら心に生まれるメロディーこの気持ちは Forever
Did I mention this is slightly not NSFW?
あっさりつきました
Yeah, I need to. Okay, I think that's lined up with the chat bar. I have to find a better shirt for. In my hand are. Did I forget to read the last one? Took barely time to get to work from the dorms. It was all of a 10-minute walk. In my hand are the directions that had been given to me beforehand, and a map of Koniji? The neighborhood the company was in. Directions consist of a line sloppily drawn from the dorm to the office. There was a little flower mark at the office too. Next to it were the words, "Good luck," written in casual letters. Good luck.
曲がりなりにも会社の社長さんがどうなんだろう
A frame floated back into my mind. She came all the way out to my small town to interview me herself.
言いそうだったかも
That was more her pushing me into the job in an interview.
違う今はそれはいいから
I shook my head, expelling the useless spots.
大丈夫だよねこれでも何冊もそれっぽい勉強の本は読んできたし
I made sure to do the reading.
ゲーム会社がどんなものか理解はできてる
At least I think I do. Okay, here's a few of the books I consulted. How to make a game that sells 1 million in a second. Or sells 1 billion. Same thing. The one who made Draco Quest. The Game Dev Diet.
竜王クエストの本は感動したな
I barely played any games, and even I know that one. It's like our national RPG. Never played it, though. The book about how it was made was really worth a read. kept me on as good. I kept it on me as a good luck charm now. And according to the book about selling 1,000,000 copies, game companies are at the cutting edge of the working world, filled with creativity and finesse.
クリエイティブ、センス、時代の最先端。
Had to admit, it seemed a little, alright, very unsuited for me. I mean, I'm just a country girl. Not that I can fall back on that anymore.
ダイエットの本のことは置いておこう。
Why did he even buy it anyway? I stand in front of the office door that was on the map. It is a beautiful door. Nervousness starts to overtake me. But at the same time, something takes a powerful hold in my mind. One single thing.
この向こうに心がいるかもしれない。
Kokoro, my sister is 2 years younger than me. The reason I came to Tata. The reason I'm working at a game company. The reason I accepted her offer. It's all to find out what happened to my sister. She hasn't spoken to me in 3 years. I ring the office doorbell.
それを知るため。お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。
I completely freeze up.
あれ、聞こえなかったのかな。残念。じゃあ特別サービスでもう一回ね。いくよ。お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。メイドさん。
I at least know what a maid is. I know that there are maid cafes in Tata. But wait a second.
もちろん。はい。ナナはお嬢様の専属メイドでございます。
Now that I think of it,
ただし、おさわりは服の上からのみでお願いします。
now I'd read a lot of books about the game industry. I'd done my studying. And bizarrely enough, all of them said the same thing. And now I remembered. See, well, I hadn't paid it any mind while reading it. I just glossed over and forgot it, but they all said strange people often work at game companies. Very often. Every one of them emphasized the very often part.
さあお嬢様、こちらでお食事になさいますか、それともお食事になさいますか。
Oh my.
変な人いたっぺ。
The poke the truth.
すみません、お邪魔しました。
I find myself escaping.
ああ、お嬢様、メイドはお嫌いで、どこでもおさわり自由ですよ。
She's way too eager to serve. Time to get out of here.
逃げてきちゃった。
But
だって私が来たのはゲーム会社であってメイドカフェじゃなくて。確認しよう。
taking a look at the directions and map of Koenji.
会社の場所、このビルで合ってる。会社のあるフロア、あの2階で合ってる。
I knew it was the place.
追ってくる様子はないけど
I looked up the floor the office was on. Something had been posted over the windows, obscuring the interior. What should I do?
もう一回行ってみるの
I figured that's my only choice. Not that I'm too excited about it. I timidly head back.
恐る恐るそういえばナナはって言ってたナナあの人の名前なのかな
When I think back, I was pretty distracted by her outfit and conduct, but like her face, her proportions. She was really well put together, like a model with large tracts of land.
綺麗な人だったなナナさんありがとうございますお嬢様ナナさんだなんて気軽においバナナメイドとお呼びください
Oh, sorry. I guess this also does the same thing. Okay, my left. I left joystick. There we go.
出たバナナメイド
Yes, banana mado.
ああお嬢様も可愛いですよまるで
Not to be confused with band mado. Or is it banda mado?
はあうん
Or bandu mado? I don't know. What vowel sound did they put usually put at the end of band? The bandu sounds bandu probably sounds what they would use. Bandu mado. Anyway.
もぎたてバナナのよ謎のバナナ推しそういえば頭の房とかなんとなくバナナっぽいかもここって
Now, the banana meadow is all smiles.
なんてねはじめまして大鳥愛さんナナは立花ナナここではジムのバイトをしてるんだよユリイカソフトへようこそささどうぞどうぞ
I forget to read the last part. My mouth is agape. Not a grape, it's a gape.
ユリイカそれがこのお店の名前なんですか
Nice maid cafe name.
あ
Wait, this isn't a maid cafe?
違いますごめんなさい会社ですよね会社ゲーム会社わかってますつい
This is the company I'm going to work at starting today. That game company. Eureka Software. But I mean, having someone like this greet me at the entrance, I just can't help but... Nana giggles quietly to herself.
面白いね大鳥愛さん聞いてた通り
That's a bit of a shock.
聞いてた通りってまあささどうぞどうぞお腹へ いやー、社長から聞いてたんだ。今日新人が来るって。あとはそうだね、あなたの妹さんからも。
Shoots me a wink.
妹、心はいるんですか？
Here, in this office, right now. The same sister who cut me off 3 years ago. Don't contact me anymore. That last text message, it was burned into my memory. That bloodline of rejection. Ever since then, she wouldn't respond to anything I sent her. I have no idea what happened.
会うのはちょっと怖いけど。
Nana tilts her head a little. Her bangs flutter as she does so. Now I can only see a bunch of bananas here.
妹さんはいるような、いないような。
It's Schrodinger's sister. Or Schrodinger's Ane-chan in this case.
どっちですか？いる
My heart leaps.
けどいない。
My heart sinks into the ocean.
だからこのナナ様も現在社長からオフィスを任されている身ならば言おう。己の力で探してみるがいい。個性的な人だな。
Oh no, now I gotta sneeze. I'm being a little careful with my words too.
さどうぞどうぞ。これからあなたが働く職場だしね。見て回るのもいいよ。
Okay, now
はい。ナナはその辺にいるから。そうだ、でも気をつけて。一箇所だけ。はい。恐竜の巣には近づかないこと。
the dinosaur lair.
恐竜の巣？
Okay, is there like a unique Japanese word for dinosaur? 'Cause I don't see like dinosaur or anything in there.
うん、特にこの時間帯はね。触るの危険。恐竜ってプチザウルス、あるいはミニレックス。
The little Rexu is Tiny Minisaurus Rex? I can't tell if we're talking about a fierce beast or a tiny pipsqueak.
かわいいんだけどね。
Apparently the creature in question is cute.
かわいいんだけどね。
Yep, kawaii. Oh, yeah.
じゃ、いってらっしゃい。ナナはこの辺にいるから。
She really wants me to get going.
心。心。
She was nowhere to be found. I did see something that looked like a something that looked kind of like a dinosaur lair. No, I didn't go near it.
というか。
Oh, yep, my motion sensor just got flipped upside down again.
誰もいない。
Aside from them and myself, anyway.
だね。
We just got on the clock too. Where is everybody?
7じゃなくて、立花さん。
We are co-workers after all.
バナナメイドとお呼びください。バナ立花さん。残念。何？皆さんは？それに心は。ああ、妹さんね。ユリイカで働いてるのは本当だよ。だからいる。
My heart pumps a little.
でも今日はいない。いるけどいない。
Okay. So that's what she meant. Again, Schrodinger's One-chan.
社長から聞いてたけど、大鳥愛さんってマジで働いたことないんだね。そういうのってあれ見れば一発なんだけどな。
Yanagiya. Name had the word off next to it. Yanagiya is my sister's current last name.
あなたの妹さん、柳家心さんは昨日から有給休暇中なんでした。
Vacation. Paid time off. You... Paid time off you threw requests to the... Okay, that must be a grammatical typo thing. Like, they typed out the translation and then they didn't properly review it to make sure it made sense. Like, paid time off you get for requests to the company. And they forgot to include the word get. This is why proofreaders are important. I at least know what that is.
避けられてるね、お姉ちゃん。あ、傷ついた？ごめんごめん。バナナ食べる
？Tachibana offers me your head.
食べません。というか、食べられるんですか？それ。食べたらまた生えてくるよ。
She has to be kidding.
バナナいらないならメイドのおっぱい触っとく？おさわり自由。触りません。おい、自信あるんだけどな。立花さんって。
I changed the subject. I needed to. Whatever.
社員さんじゃなくてバイトなんですか？
She'd mentioned that before.
そうだよ。ナナはバイト。不定期でいたりいなかったり。他にすることあるしね。すること。バナナの国の平和を守るのがバナナメイドの仕事。頑張ってください。頑張る。
He starts giggling out of nowhere.
大鳥愛さんっていい人だね。ナナ、あなたと仲良くなりたいな。
Tachibana comes on awfully strong. Now, of course, this works for me. I'm really not the type to to approach people myself.
はい、ぜひ。やったー、ピースピース。じゃあまずはこっち、あなたの机教えるよ。はい。
With that said, it's time to begin my first job.
なんですけども。
Once again, I'm made to realize we're the only two in the office. It is awfully quiet. He's working at our desk.
いえいえ、この領収書、カップ麺代だけですごい額。お疲れ様っす。ナムナム。ここが私の机。
I'm seeing the place Tachibana guided me to. It's got computers set nicely in the middle, making it really feel like a game company. Well, pretty much any office is like this, or workplace for that matter.
ここでゲームを作る。
It's what does making a game involve? I read a bunch of books about it, but I still don't have much of an idea. To be honest, I'm not here because I want to make games.
ごめんなさい。
A call out of the blue about half a month ago. The president of Eureka Software paying me a sudden visit. The words that she said to me. I want you to help your sister. That was everything.
心。
My sister fills my mind. It's all Kokoro. And the phone rings. It's coming from Tachibana's desk.
ああ、またこの番号。しつこいセールスっすね。もちもち。ママはいません。
Good guy. I have a cold water. Okay.
なに今の、立花さん？
My surprise seems to have gotten across to her.
結構上手でしょ？褒められるんだ、子供の声。役者さん？何ですか？立花さんって。声優やってるよ。
Say you?
声優
That's the Japanese word for voice actress. Or voice actor, actress. Not sure if they're the same. If there's any gender.
声優ってアニメとか映画の吹き替えで。
I'm working right next to one of those. And it's working normally? Well, probably not normally, but still.
いやー、まあちょこちょこっとね。なんの7なんてまだまだですよ。バイトしてるし。
I wonder what she's been in. Is it okay to ask? Would that be a breach of etiquette? That, I can't really say.
でもすごいです。でも食ってくのは大変です。だからナナもこうして地味なお仕事して日々口に乗りしてるです。コンクリートジャングルをサバイバルしてるですよ。世の中金出せ。そうかね、こんなんもやれたり。
I start to feel dizzy. It's really impressive, though.
よろしくね、大鳥愛さん。21でしょ。ナナは22。年も近いし、気楽に行こう、気楽に。
Is that her self-introduction?
いや、むしろラブラブに。お嬢 嬢様、バナナメイドと恋してみませんか？結ばれた後はエッチし放題ですよ。一般的に。
Okay.
どこの一般？いえ、結構ですから。やはりメイドと主は結ばれないものなのか。そうじゃなくて。なんて。これからは愛ちゃんでいい？仲良しさんの証。
I can't gauge her pace.
大丈夫です。よろしくお願いします。じゃあ、ナナのことも名前で。はい、私もナナさんって。
Works for me.
よろす。仲良し仲良し。それじゃあお仕事戻りますかね。ルールー。
Nana almost gets back to her desk. And I...
何をしたらいいんでしょう。
That I have no idea. Da 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 Half an hour has passed. The office remains quiet. It's still just Nana and me. I haven't been given any direction.
心の席、どこなんだろう。
I'm practically shaking of anxiety. I have the feeling that Nana would tell me if I asked, but I still feel a bit hesitant about asking her while she's on the job. But then again, aren't I?
今、お仕事中なんだよね。
I do want to make sure. But she's on the clock, on the job. As am I. Currently. Right now. On the job, at least I think. I am, right? My glorious first time going to work. My glorious first job tasks. My glorious office debut. My glorious first game project. No idea how to make one. Just what did making a game involve? That basic fundamental problem. I haven't the slightest clue about
な
it.
んでみんなゲームを作るんだろう。
The people I'm asking aren't here, though. I read books about it back home, and I think back to the woman who made Draco Quest. It had said, game development is war. They debated in the development room from sunup to sundown, battling with the ideal of the perfect RPG for 24 hours a day, all to create a legend. I mean, that made it sound really cool.
戦争、理想との戦い、伝説。でも、
A second densetsu. My knees are shaking and my body's twitching, and I just can't hold still. And right now,
私は今、持て余し気味な時間と戦ってるような。
is this all right? I really don't think it is.
自分から聞きに行くものかもしれないけど、そもそも何ができるかもわからないのに。
I can't move, yes. Cowardly. Time just ticks away, and still, Nana and I are the only ones in the office. Alright, besides the dinosaur's lair. Probably the desk across from mine, the one near the terrace. When I'm just sitting down at my desk like this, I can't help but think about it.
有給休暇 避けられてる。妹に。
Don't contact me anymore. Those were her last words to me. Well, it was a text, but yeah. And then
最後の
I gently put my index finger to my lips, and then
あ、そうだ、忘れてた。
I hear a whisper from Dana's desk.
社長から愛ちゃんに仕事ことづかってたんだっけ。え、そうなんですか。
I find myself straightening up.
何をすればいいんでしょう。
I decided to work? No, I don't have anything that audible.
メイドのおっぱい触る。触りません。ただなのに、やっぱりバナナの方がいいのかな。ナナさんって一体お仕事何をすればいいんでしょう。仕事はね、はい。
My heart thumped. Planning? Books tell me it's the soul of game development. Programming? Books tell me it's the brilliance of game development. Debugging? Books tell me it's the darkness of video game development. I'd rather avoid the darkness. I mean, I'll do my best. And I can't forget.
ここに来たのは心の力になるためでもあるんだから。
Help her. Support her. No matter how far away she is, and no matter how much she avoids me. Kokoro is my little sister.
おーい、副社長。
Oh yeah, that she's the little sister, so she wouldn't be Anai-chan. I would be the Anai-chan. I don't think there's even a term for like younger sister.
副社長。副社長？
She's in the office right now?
だとしたら挨拶しないとクビになるかも。
I mean, she is the vice president.
来た。
I scramble out of my chair.
おはようございます。大鳥愛です。しか
What? Something jumped on me. Something fluffy and awfully heavy. Would this be considered sexual harassment? Something very lucky and being licked, present tense, in the face. I can tell she's a dog and a big one at that, but I'm sure I didn't see her. When I looked around the office, wait, that doesn't matter right now.
ナナさん、これは私副社長さんにご挨拶を。ご挨拶を。今してるんじゃないかな。お嬢様、気に入られたみたいですね。副社長に。さすがってことなのかな。
I seemed to have said something, but I couldn't hear. After a jealous licking, the dog pulls away. Graciously so. Her massive girth would not be missed.
それっす、副社長。はい。社長のペット、セントバーナードの救助犬バナコさん。だから副社長。
I don't see the logical connection.
チャームポイントは首の樽なんだって。
I didn't ask about that.
ってことで、 舞ちゃんのユリイカ初お仕事は副社長の散歩。ついでにこれから暮らす街を見てきなさいって。
Hands me the leash.
言ってたっす、社長がね。犬の散歩。
It's what is making a game involved. The answer is walking a dog. I stand there with absent expression, well-worn leash in my hand. Walking a dog, the president's pet dog. So what part of the game development would this count as? The soul? The brilliance? The darkness? Something tells me this is an idiom. And it really wasn't. She wasn't a big rescue dog for nothing. St. Bernards, apparently, are a bounding dog. They're pretty laid back from afar, but their muscles don't joke around.
So, ここが私がこれから暮らす高円寺の街なんだ。とか言ってる場合じゃない。まだ
Hold on, Banako. Cool down. Well, that's what I'm trying to say anyway. If I wanted to be more concise, though, what would I say now most of all is...
SOS です。
Strange to be raising an SOS while being dragged around by a rescue dog. Still, that's what I want to say, because this isn't a walk. Neither party is walking here. This is more like the old tiny punishment where you drag the criminal around town. I mean, I can hear people calling out to me here and there. You can keep up, work up that sweat. You're doing great, and so on. A few voices called out for Banako too. Wait, is Banako a celebrity around these parts? My heart feels like it's going to burst, and I can feel people's eyes on me. A suffocation and embarrassment. If there are two things I'm bad at, it's exercise and being looked at by the crowd. And Kokoro was great at both of those. She was wicked fast when we played tag, and she loved showing off in front of people. She'd always hold my hand and run off. Yeah, we'd hold hands. If we're being honest, I was more the indoor type, the one who preferred staying in her room and drawing. Kokoro loved looking at my pictures and progress. Remember how she'd always peek at my work? Yeah. Then, the thought strikes me. My mind is fuzzy, my leg. Don't move, my body trembles. And then... Huh? I hear a voice. And then Banako suddenly stops. I nearly fell right over. Just barely made it. Whew. Completely out of breath. I know I heard a voice. Someone said something fairly close by. I didn't exactly hear or understand what they said either. Then, as I stare absently, a foreigner passes by me. Wow, this really is Tato. Pretty diverse. And with that, she's off.
さっきの声、あの人だったのかな。
I can't tell. Banako is just sitting idly in front of me, turning back as if to urge me to get back to the walk. Catch my breath and I catch it again before...
行きます。ごめんなさい。
I still must up for another mad dash, but... Naka left her gentle trot this time, no sign of dashing. I keep my grip on the leash, making sure not to drop my guard, but nothing. Relief. Sweet relief! Now this is a walk. It's also pod racing. Or, well, no, but happened before it's pod racing. It's just a walk. Calm, one foot forward, then the other. I may be an indoors person, but I took the occasional walk. I liked walking for the groves and patties around the neighborhood. The country air must have really suited me. But now, we're in the big city, Tato. I feel like the scent of the air, of the wind, is different here. But...
風に混じるかすかな春の匂いは同じで。
I almost feel like I'll doze off.
高円寺。
The neighborhood Kokoro lives in. Now, I finally have the time and breath to look over it.
そっか。ここが私がこれから暮らす高円寺の町なんだ。
I whisper it in my mind to make it official, since I didn't quite have a time a while ago. That said, now I'm not a dope, though I get told I am sometimes. So I've done a bit of research. Koenji. The neighborhood is on the west side of Tato and known for its culture. Transportation is abundant, and it's popular for being such a comfy place to live. There are plenty of foreigners around too, and not just the woman I had seen a minute ago. Of course.
心が歩いてる。
These are the streets Kokoro walks. I just might be walking the same streets that Kokoro walks. Every day. It hits me that we're in the same
あ
town.
なたに会いに来たんだよ。心。
I gently call out. I didn't take the initiative in anything, really. Here I am, coming all the way out to Tato. I'm sure Kokoro will be surprised.
そもそも避けられてるんですけど。
Depression. Come to think of it, people used to always think we were twins. I thought that we looked similar, no. We're pretty much opposites. We had the same birthday, though. She was born on the same day as I'd been, 2 years later. Now, that doesn't happen too often, so people usually think we're twins. That's a 1 in 365 coincidence, and it was special to us, too. Nothing we share was like our treasure. Sometimes Kokoro would tell me, you know, I'm probably a twin that was born late, with a joking tone. When we were young, Kokoro would call me by name all the time. Ai! Ai! I would call her Kokoro. We wouldn't call each other sister or anything, which is probably another reason why people thought we were twins. Kokoro would always tease me and rub up on me, coaxing out my affection. She was adorable. I loved hugging her too. We'd often hold hands, often slip cuddling each other, and we'd
キス
often...
もした。
5 years ago, our mother's divorce. Huh. Split us up between Tato and a faraway small town. Well, even the mothers are lesbians in this game. We, Kokoro and I, we really were always together. get back to the office and find things energetic.
おかえりなさいませ、お嬢さん。それはもういいです。メイドじゃないんでしょ、ナナさんは。じゃあメイドのおっぱいは触りません。散歩終わりました。お疲れ様。副社長もね。
I need to look up something. Is it Ojo-sama? Ah, Ojo-sama. Okay, that's what she's calling it, which is a word used for master or mistress. Okay.
好きになれそう。
It's just a wolf. Okay. If there's something I forgot to read. Was she asking me? Yeah, I look at Nana and she nods.
この町、高円寺。虹の園ってちょっと気取ってるよね。英語で言うとレインボーガーデン。ボーリング場かっていう。ボーリング場かはわかりませんけど。ナナの趣味じゃないんすけどね。好きな人もいるみたい。さっちゃんとか大事なんだって名前。さっちゃん
That doesn't answer my question.
社長いるよ。 PD チームの人たちも戻ってる。お疲れ様だよ。朝からイベントだったんだよね。そうですか。愛ちゃんとは別チームだからそんなに気にしなくていいと思うけど、挨拶くらいは。そうですね、しなきゃ。何はともあれ、社長とこ顔出すがよいっす。はい、ありがとうございます。
In that direction, I head for the president's room. Oh, it's on the same floor as the office, and it's just separated by partition.
挨拶。
Though I have actually met her since she came to interview me at my house. Never since takes me. I mean, this is the president we're talking about. I'm just a grunt office worker. The president of Eureka Software. None other than...
愛ちゃん。それ私の名前って大吾ほのかさん？
はい、ユリイカソフト社長大吾ほのかです。それで愛ちゃん私に用かしら？
はい、ご挨拶をと思いまして。
あら、わざわざ。
はい、今日からお世話になります。大鳥愛です。よろしくお願いします。大きな鳥が羽ばたくように頑張ります。
頑張ってね。
Yep, I forgot to. Hanoka was all smiles. Including I spent time last night coming up with It's way over her head. I should probably give up on those. In case, that's it for my greeting. I thought that I should greet the PC team next. So I thought. Totally, absolutely should greet the PC team next, but...
聞きたいことがありそうね。
I couldn't move a step from President Panoka, which made her giggle. She's right. There's something I want to ask.
どうぞ。
Question has been floating around in my head for a while, ever since that day. I didn't know who to ask it.
心は妹はどうしてニエマ城を作ろうと思ったんでしょうか。
Oh, Hanoka's eyes went wide just a little bit. But she beckoned me into her office.
まさかそれが聞きたいこととは思わなかったわ。
Naka's in the room too. Well, it is her owner's room.
そうですか。
ええ。心ちゃんの有給休暇の理由を聞かれるかと思ってたから。
まあそれも。
I am pretty curious about that too.
ニエと魔女と世界の終わり。
Hanoka worked the computer on her desk as she spoke. The game screen pops up. Nimajo's official name is displayed proudly on said screen.
そう。私たちは私のユリイカソフトではこれの新作を作っているわ。
I need to explain a little. Half a month ago, when she pressured me into, well, when she interviewed me, this is what I heard. They're going to make a completely new game, but remake an older game in a modern style. It would be like a remaster with some extra content. Nia Majo and the End of the World. I've seen this title screen so many times. Because this game, well, has a lot of meaning to my sister and me. Hanoka clicked here and there on the screen, humming pleasantly to herself. The game
同
starts.
人だから音声はなし。BGM は1曲だけオリジナルで、あとはありもの。 背景もフリー素材を加工しただけで、立ち絵の差分も少なくて。でも、関係ないのよね。これ、プレイしているのよね、2人とも。
はい、私は心から勧められてですけど。あ、すみません。
いいのよ。それもさらっとなんでしょ。
You must have heard that from Kokoro.
はい、すみません。心はゲームが好きでいろいろ遊んでたんですけど、私はそのどちらかというと苦手で。
ゲーム音痴のデジタル音痴と。
You must have heard that from Kokoro.
私よくゲーム会社で働くなんて。
I sure did good at making up my mind.
本を読むのが好きで、あと絵を描くんだそうね。
はい、いえ、絵は今は描いてなくて。
I suddenly hide my left hand, evading her eyes. Hanoka didn't cry. Yumeutsutsu and the End of the World. The Ocean game Hanoka was speaking about was released about 3 years ago. Dojo games aren't sold in regular stores. They're made personally, like as a hobby. It's an adventure game. I hear people sometimes call them visual novels. 5 years ago, even separated by the miles between Taito and the countryside, we would still call and text each other. Now Kokoro had played it first, and she recommended it to me. It takes place in a world where magic exists, and is a story of two lives: Majo, the witch that frightened the world, and the girl, Nie, offered up as a sacrifice to her. It's dark, brutal, cruel, yet with genuineness to it. When Kokoro recommended it to me, she told me the person who made the game had passed away. With a lot of sadness in her voice, too. In any case, she wanted to hear what I thought about it. With that, we got on the phone and played through it together, Kokoro's second play, of course. That was half a month before our last meeting. Half a month after that, I met Kokoro and parted ways. That's when I got the text. Before I knew it, I couldn't draw anymore. I've been in a slump ever since. And that's the game.
これね、小さな文芸サークルの2人で作ってるの。私も裏方としてちょっと協力したし、絵は私のコネで手伝ってくれた子が描いてくれたけど。でも、基本は2人。
たった2人。
そう。会社風に言うなら、ディレクターとライター。今私たちが作ってるのはこのニエ魔女の商業版。完全版というべきね。サブタイつけるかも決まってないけど。
はい。
そしてココロちゃんはそのディレクターを務めてる。それも19歳にして。同業と話すとまあ無茶だって言われるわ。
Noka just says it all too casually. You're called the shots when it comes to game development. That I at least know. It's abbreviated as D.
なぜココロちゃんがそれをしているのか。簡単に言えば仕事だからよ。私が彼女に仕事として振って、それを彼女が受けた。それだけといえばそれだけ。
それだけ。
前任の D が逃げたりなんだりしなきゃ、さすがに19の子に任せるのは、この私でもためらったかもだけどね。
She sounds equal parts amused and flustered.
ココロちゃんは前任の D のサポートでよく働いてくれてて、他には考えられなかった。ああ、ちょっと違うわね。そうするのが面白そうと思った。私が。この会社は私の会社だから、それで十分なの。
Her words sound somewhat haughty, but you know, when she says it, it doesn't really feel that way at all.
あとね、これは言ってなかったけど、私とココロちゃんとの出会いはもっと前で、別のゲーム会社でバイトしてたわ。まだ高校1年ですごく頑張ってる子だった。
Working part-time in the game company as a freshman. It's rather different from me. As a Kokoro I know, always taking the initiative.
もちろん雑用くらいしか任されてなかったわね。そして私が彼女をユリイカにスカウトして。
Scared, I look at Hanoka, and she speaks up.
そう、あなたに会いに行った時みたいにね。でもその頃、まだニエ魔女完全版の話は動いてなかったわ。企画は他にもいくつかあったし。だから、ココロちゃんがニエ魔女に関わってるのは偶然。それ以上の意味が彼女の中にあるのだとしても。
それ以上の意味。
私に語る言葉はないわね。
そうですか。ありがとうございます。
I didn't exactly learn anything.
有給の理由は引っ越し。あなたと同じ寮にいたくないんですって。お姉ちゃん避けられてるわね。
Oh. She says it so nonchalantly. It stabs into my chest.
でも引っ越しが済んだらすぐ戻ってくるわ。会えるのも先じゃない。 それまで少しでも会社に慣れておくといいんじゃ。
はい。
I nod. She's exactly right. It'll help me help her too. Kokoro is a game director and only 19. Well, I can't say I know exactly what that entails, but I figure it must be quite tough.
うちの子の散歩はしてくれたのよね。
あ、はい。バナコさんの。
これまでココロちゃんがしてくれてたのよ、散歩。
心が？
そう、毎日こんなのゲーム開発に入ってないってぶーたれながらね。
Noka chuckles.
なんだか散歩はあなたの方が上手みたい。ずいぶん上機嫌だわ、うちの子。
そうなんですか？全然。
これからもよろしくね。
はい。頑張ります。
This will help Kokoro.
もしかして私散歩係として雇われたとか
Happened to game development.
さて、ではそうね。今日のところは、あとは。
She needs to think for a moment.
それっぽい仕事もらえるのかな？
It's not like I'm hungry to work or anything like that. It's just I don't want to end up with walking the dog. I at least want to do something relevant. I guess you could just call it curiosity? And not just that either. Why is making a game anyway? Might get a bit more of an answer to that. It would definitely help me understand Kokoro more.
ドキドキ。
お掃除してもらおうかしら。
ドキと掃除？
She almost sounds like she's joking, but I know she isn't.
掃除ですか？
あら、自分たちが働くオフィスの掃除も立派な仕事よ。
Dog walking and cleaning, it feels like I'm just helping around the house or office.
はい、わかります。
I scrambled a nod.
そう。ああ、でもね、巣には触れなくていいわ。あれは恐竜の巣だから。
There it is again, a dinosaur's lair. It was like Nana wasn't just making stuff up. Hmm.
気になる。
ん？
いえ、はい、それじゃあ、掃除します。
やろー。
Chesley waves me off. I take my leave from the president's office.
はい、
But actually, before I do,
何？わからないことならナナに。
ほのかさんはなぜゲームを作るんですか
and I thought she would laugh at me or have her mouth agape or something so basic. But
ゲームが嫌いだからかしらね。
she gives me an unexpected answer. Sounds awfully amused when she
あん
does.
たと一緒？
いえ、私は嫌いというわけでは。
I'm just not all too skilled when it comes to games.
おかえりっす。長かったね。いろいろお話？
And that gives me a warm welcome back.
はい。社長、愛ちゃんには期待してるみたいだよね。そうでしょうか。
That's unfortunate.
知ってる？社長、業界じゃ猛獣使いとか錬金術師とか殺戮の女神とかいろいろ意味を持ってるやり手なんだって。最後のはどうなんでしょう。
In any case, season president personally gave me a job to do.
私、掃除します。ああ、そういうこと。オッケーっす。じゃあ、掃除道具は。
Nana shows me what I need.
そうだ。ナナの
But isn't she the maid? Isn't she supposed to do that stuff?
遠慮します。何着も持ってるのかな。
Nana is a real enigma. That being said,
謎といえば。
the dinosaur's lair. There's three desks across from mine, and an empty-looking seat in the middle of them. It doesn't have a monitor or computer or anything, but it does have, well, a mountain of stuff. Books, an immense amount of books, all the way down to the floor. And beyond the vast mountain of books lay the dinosaur's lair.
この向こうに一体何が。
I gaze at the literary tower before me. Suddenly hear a tremor, a voice? Take a step back in surprise. Sounds like a dinosaur growl. And it continues. I can't put my finger on it, but it doesn't sound pleasant.
恐竜の巣には近づいちゃいけない。
I slowly turn around and walk the other way. The image of being a dinosaur's dinner in my mind. Who would have thought the city would be hiding an ancient lizard?
お掃除。
Well, it's more like a bird,
お掃
but
除。
it was like clicking to get my mind off things. Mind off of things. And thus, my very first day of my very first job, my debut in the working world. And it would be walking the dog and cleaning up.
いいのかな。
Oh, I left work with Donna. She lives in the company dorm too, apparently. She told me that she had irregular hours with the company. She often came in and left early to make more time for the evening.
いやー、お疲れっすね。働いた。はい。
Maybe for Nana.
どうしたっす？ああ、いえ。私、仕事してるのかなって。もちっす。
Nana just laughs it off, reassuringly.
そうでしょうか。仕事もいろいろあるっすよ。ただ、我々は兵士っすから。兵士？そうっす。上官から命じられたことをこなすのが兵士の任務。例えば待機を命じられたらひたすら待つのが任務っす。それも仕事。上官に夜の相手を命じられたらそれもこなす。そんな夫婦もお仕事っす。夜の相手って何の話ですか？
My face is totally red. Why do you think there a blush emotion on this thing? As we go on about all that, we end up in front of the dorm.
要するにやるべきことをやったんすから問題ないっすよ。本日のまとめ。ありがとうございます。
But you're trying to make me feel better.
寂しくなったらいつでも来いよ、子猫ちゃん。
Not sure how to reply. Voice actress says, "Sure are something." I muttered to myself. I'll go to my room, so no one responds, of course. Must have my courage on the way home and managed to ask what Nana had voice acted for, but... It's a hentai, isn't it? She kind of rebuffed me. My second night in Taito, I'm all alone. I still haven't seen my sister. To getting ready for tomorrow. Or so I attempt. I just can't get to bed. It might have been just walking a dog and cleaning up, but that was my first day on the job. I still feel a little on edge. Time passes as I lay awake, and since it doesn't feel like sleep was coming to me, I decided to try a game a little bit. Nia Majou and the End of the World. The game we're going to make a commercial release of. This is the script for it, the original? One of those. It's been a while. It's time to boot the old game up. Here goes. I pop out of bed and start my computer. I open the game up. Start up a new game. Remember all this. There's this girl stuffed into a wooden box. And this is a scene where she's carried to Majou's castle as a gift. This is where the big story begins. Smoke Girl hops out of the box. It isn't made clear yet why she's been taken into the castle, but she's been offered up as a sacrifice to Majou. The witch looks at her with intrigued eyes and asks her name. Tell me your name. Majou commands, and the girl timidly answers. My name is Shuka, my lady. Shuka was the name of a small flower, one with red petals. It grew anywhere. No one knew its true name, so it took on a basic one. Shu, red, and Ka, flower. A pathetic name, yet it presents a perfect opportunity. I shall grant you a new name. A new name? Majou sounds as attached as can be, and Shuka is completely lost. Give someone a new name, you can manage such a momentous task. From today on, your name is Nia. At the moment Majou called her name, the girl fell limp, as if struck by lightning, and could only stand in shock. Majou looks at her, satisfied, and continues. You have been born again anew. What do you mean? The girl is still lost, and Majou laughs. She commands once again. Once again, tell me your name. My name is... After some hesitation, the girl furrows her brow and answers. Yeah, I think. She gives the only possible answer. With her old name gone, the one she has been granted became her everything. They could not understand the meaning of a name Majou had given her, as she felt no compulsion to win the witch's favor. She understood that now. She was Nia. Names bear a great and terrible meaning in this world. Names are granted by God, which in turn decides the fate of the name. If Majou had bent God's laws to her will, granting the girl her new name. In that moment, her fate had changed. Nia, as her name had suggested, became the wizard's sacrifice. A success, a touch too obvious, I say, but I cannot complain. What do you mean? It's utter thoughts yourself. Nia launches a timid question. In high spirits, Majou lets out a casual answer. You are Nia, a sacrifice granted unto me. Therefore, your life, your body, your soul, and even your name all now belong to me. All is my property. Property? A slight red comes into her cheeks. Shuka, a red flower, calm, worthless, being noticed by none. What was more, she could not love. She could not love, and she could not be loved, which was a curse of a name. Before, there was a thin barrier between the girl and the world, thin but unbreakable. Which broke it with ease, saying the girl was her property so boldly. I am Nie. Nie quietly whispers the name she had been given. This was an admission of her bondage, yet at the same time, she knew she was desired by someone for the first time in her life, a cause for joy. I click on the game screen, reading from the story of Nia and Majo. What would become of these two later? Remembering the tragic ending, I find tears coming on, and yet I press on, eager to continue the story. Nia was lost at first, being made into Majo's sacrifice. A newly given name. Life in a completely foreign land. On top of it all, the first of Majo, said to have monsters at her beck and call. That she'd lost her original name of Shuka, Nia had lost some of her memories. Still, her natural cheerfulness hadn't faded. Which is mentioned was far too large to live in alone, and Nia, being the hard worker that she was, cleaned it up by herself. All by herself. She cooked delicious meals for her as well, even though Majo didn't care much for dining. Eventually, the two started to spend their time in peace. Eventually, I don't know how much time had passed, but as I clicked for the game's pros, drowsiness sneaked up on me. Oh, sorry. Look at the clock. It's pretty late, and I should really rest up for tomorrow.
ここまでにしとこう。
Close the game and turn off my computer. Then it's off to bed. I feel like I'll actually be able to sleep this time. Consciousness fades in and out, flickering like a dying bulb. And before I'm down for the count, a thought strikes me.
心は私と入れ替わるようにしてこの寮から出て行ったって。この部屋はもしかしたら元は心の。
I mean, there's definitely the possibility that isn't the case. But it does make me feel a little less alone. Yet there's some warmth here. So you said the fact that she's avoiding me. Good night. I didn't dream of the forest that night. Instead, I dreamed of Kokoro. I remember back when we were young. The scene was just two of us holding hands running for the grass of the neighborhood embankment.
ほら、愛、走って走って。もう遅いな、愛は。私の手、もっとしっかり握って。離さないでね。
I woke up with tears in my eyes.
ゆりマスター。
Let's quick save. What's the save? That just takes get rid of the text. Minus button. Y. Just wonder if there's a menu. Oh, Y button. There we go.
セーブしました。セーブしました。
Okay. Let's see what the setting. What's in the settings? I might bring the voice acting up a little bit. Some of the... Well, that's like... What to unlock the different system sounds? You can turn voice acting off for individual characters. That's interesting. Ah, her name is like Blue, which indicates that we... Hmm. Well, it actually has a digital manual, although I have... In this game, I guess because it's published by a limited run, it comes with a tiny little manual, full color though. I can't really show you what it looks like because I'm a VTuber. But anyway, there's a bunch of things you can do, many of which will just take a few seconds of your time. Okay, make gestures. A few seconds of your time. You can like, you can subscribe, you can follow, you can do all sorts of lovely things. You can leave a comment if you feel like it, if you're on YouTube. You can check out other you can check out Kogado, software products.
シマリスさんチーム
But anyway, you could
夢うつつりま
donate
し
to
た
us. I probably should have just left it with where music was playing. Anyway, in game. But anyway, there's a Patreon if you feel like supporting us that way. But of course, all of these things are entirely up to you. And regardless, I thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I should go.